Love for Guam is brought to you by Taco Bell, Live Moss, and Pepsi. That's what I like.
LFG, welcome back to the show. Our Pepsi Pulse feature is a queer transgender woman with Guam roots that's been spreading her seeds of talent wherever she sets foot.
Her name has been in the spotlight, Rain Valdez, back on island to make a movie based right here in her hometown. Lights, camera, and Rain.
Oh my gosh, Rain is an American island daughter who is coming home and is here to make a movie. And yeah, I'm an out and proud queer transgender Filipino woman, and I'm just so excited to be home.
Look up the meaning of you can take the girl from the island, but not the island from the girl, and you get Rain Valdez.
I grew up I started at Mamong Tocho Road, like I was in Tochu, for my childhood, and then we built our home in Dedido. So I grew up in Dedido. And I went to Simon Sanchez High School. I'm a shark.
Guam is her forever home in her heart. She left the island after graduating high school and headed for Hollywood.
Pursued a career in acting, really. Got myself in an acting class, a really good one in Beverly Hills. And I just studied for years and years, and I had this really I remember I had a really cute haircut, so then I got into modeling a little bit, and you know, waited tables and all that stuff, kind of, you know, actor's life. But then it wasn't until maybe like almost 10 years when my first short film, Ryan, started, you know, traveling the world and at film festivals. And then after that, I booked my first TV role, which was on Lopez on TV Land, which led to so many other things. And then, you know, as a person who likes to have creative control, I wrote and acted in my web series Razor Tongue. Belle is from Guam, so that series premiered at the Guam International Film Festival that year, which I believe was 2018. So that was really cool. That was like my first sort of like entry into the Guam International Film Festival. Razor Tongue earned me an Emmy nomination in an acting category, Outstanding Actress in a Short Form Comedy or Drama Series. And when that happened, everybody was just asking me what was next. And then that's when I was like, well, I have this story called Relive, a tale of an American island cheerleader that I started to write with Rachel Lako, who's my dearest warrior sister, friend, and, you know, a collaborator who's going to be playing my sister in the movie and co-wrote the movie with me, and is producing it with me too, along with Jet Tolentino. So it's been a long journey, but now we're here on Guam and we're in pre-production.
A journey to get herself and her island home on the big screen. But that path came with challenges of its own.
I don't know that I ever thought I'd actually come back here. When I left Guam for, you know, my creative pursuits, it was because the island didn't really have that infrastructure, that creative filmmaking and TV infrastructure. So I didn't think that I would actually come back to work here. I thought that I would just come back to visit my family, to be honest. So it's kind of a strange full circle moment to be here thinking that, you know, this didn't exist on Guam, but then actually coming back and shooting a film that's going to be my directorial feature debut. It kind of blows my mind, actually, to be honest, because I didn't have a very strong relationship with the island, just because in high school it was very hard being a queer trans girl, with Guam being very, you know, traditionally Catholic and you know, with the very strict belief systems. I didn't really feel like I belonged here.
There's no arguing against that. The beauty and paradise of the island shining through her creative arts.
I do believe that we need to take control of Guam's narrative when it comes to media depiction and storytelling, because that was something that I've always struggled with throughout my life, being from Guam. People would bring it up and say, oh, either they didn't know where it was, or they would think it was swarming with snakes, or just something that just wasn't very true. Or that it was just this one big military base, which also that's not true. Even though we have a military base here, we have a huge population of just local islanders that are thriving and killing it. And so I wanted to really showcase that and depict what a family looks like here on the island.
So be aggressive, be on the lookout for Rain's upcoming production, Relive, a tale of an American island cheerleader, also featuring some very familiar faces to the big screen. And in true Rain fashion, the message to anyone who may not know just where to begin when discovering your passions.
First of all, you're not alone, one, and then two, I think with this film, it's really going to create that short thread of where I am now and kind of where I started, because I also didn't have that connection. And so I think it's going to be just a great way to kind of inspire people to pursue that dream, you know, like relentlessly, because they know that it can be done, and someone in the industry, in the Hollywood industry, is actually doing something about it and actually cares. And so I think it's going to really inspire people to just take that bold step and you know, just go for pursuing their dream.
Well, good luck to all who auditioned for the movie. We can't wait to see it. I know, I'm excited. Well, still to come on LFG, we bring you a new segment, I Love the Nightlife. We go out to show you nighttime hotspots with live music.
Love for Guam is brought to you by Taco Bell, Live Más, and Pepsi. That's what I like.